podcast on 3, all right? 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Happy Pace,
the only podcast that we know of that is recorded while running.
I'm Elaine Sims, and Gretchen Brune will be joining us shortly. Today we're with the foundress, runner, DJ, and inspiration, Anastasia Harris, with Run It Back. Anastasia, or DJ Stasi, brings her joy to the field, as well as her amazing skills to organize and run in both the planning sense and the literal sense this track meet. Before the track meet began, we found time to take one lap so that we could learn about what her philosophy is behind Run It Back. Run It Back is a brand new experience in the St. Louis area, and it's evolved from just a one-time track meet to a weekly track practice with 3 track meets to date and more coming in the spring. You'll also hear from participants Jamelle, Cornelius, and Kayla in this episode, as well as the stylings of DJ NYARA. Now, the running community is incredibly strong and supportive, especially in St. Louis. But we're not always perfect. The running community outside of an academic setting, our focus tends to be on the 5Ks, 10Ks, halves, fulls, and ultras, and sometimes we're guilty of completely omitting track and field entirely. I've definitely been guilty of not getting any speed work in for extended periods of time. So, even when we do take to the track, when was the last time that you threw a shot put or landed in a pit of sand? So why don't we do that more? Didn't a lot of us find our love for running at the track initially? And, as for a city that is 46% white and 44% black, wouldn't you expect there to be a similar racial makeup in all factions, including running clubs? Well, as people living in St. Louis know, the Delmar divide is real. And as the running community continues to blossom and grow, we're really starting to see groups working to specifically include BIPOC runners. Clubs like STL Run Crew, Black Girls Run the St. Louis chapter, and today's subject, Run It Back. Now, Run It Back is primarily organized and sponsored by the Black community, with Anastasia Harris, the coaching staff that she has put together, as well as the vendors and entertainment that make it just such a unique and exciting experience. Now, if you know of any awesome running groups that serve the BIPOC in your local running community, we'd love to read about them in the comments. You can find Run It Back on Instagram at runitback.tm. They just posted that they're gearing up for season 2 in their bio. So super just for that, DJ NYARA Williams is on Insta at NYARA.W.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and anywhere else you might be able to find the handle happy_pace_podcast.
Now it's time to run it back at our happy pace.
We're about to do a warm-up. I'm not ready. Are you ready? All right.
I'm here to talk with Anastasia.
I'm the founder of Run It Back. This is our 3rd track meet and final track meet of the season. So thanks for pulling up on us. We're going to get started in a second with a kids fun run. We'll meet down there at the start line and run little 50 meters to get us started.
This is so exciting.
I am so excited.
Oh my gosh, I love SLUMED. I'm so glad that it's here.
Same, with looking at the arch.
How are you feeling today?
So excited. This is always, I keep writing a post about how it's a dream come true.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to create Run It Back with people like me who ran in high school, ran maybe in middle school or college, but didn't have an opportunity to run again. Because you can do, you went to a marathon earlier, you can do long distance, you can do 5Ks, you can do 10Ks, marathons, half marathons, but where's the track meets? And I feel like there aren't organized track meets that aren't professional, that aren't AAU, you can just come to, and you don't have to be, professional, just to pull up and run. That energy is unmatched. I loved high school track. College track, it's a little different, a little more serious. But I was I'm trying to create something that feels like high school, where it's fun, not as much pressure, and just vibes.
Oh, we got a false start. False started. $5 demerit. Go on. 17 push-ups.
It's been a while. I haven't ran since 2017, so.
So is this your first event since then?
Yeah.
That's what I'm like, we gonna see.
So when I started off in high school, I went to U City. I ran the 100 hurdles, the 4x1, 4x2, 100, and 200. From there, I went to Southeast Missouri State, where, well, actually, I went to Lincoln first. That was a little mishap, but anyway. Went to Lincoln, I did hurdles there, I did the 100 there, and I think I was on a relay a couple of times. Transferred to SEMO, and I ended up doing long jump, and I did the short sprints and the relay, the short sprint relay.
This is actually my first time ever trying shot put or discus, so I learned it here at Run It Back.
Really?
Yeah, ran track many years ago, but I was a sprinter, so it was just an opportunity to try something new with a great community, great coach out here.
Yeah.
And it's been fun so far, learning something new. I'm throwing shot put and disc today. Just hoping to get a good throw. Yeah, I was just nerding out watching a lot of people on TV.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
you know, you watch like the Ryan Krausers of the world and you're like, let's just study the form and see what you can mimic.
I'm definitely a short sprinter. The 400 is not for me. I learned that years ago. So, yeah, just trying to see what I can do with the 100. I ran that back in the day as well as the 4x1.
Kayla, come on over here. You got a superlative. For being Coach Junior, for offering your time, talent, equipment to coach the throws. I really appreciate you. Jamelle, where you at? Yay! Thank you again for helping me, Coach. I really appreciate you.
When did you create Run It Back?
Yeah.
And like, how did you get it from there to what it is today?
Yeah. So I created it in March of this year.
Really?
Really May.
Okay.
Not even March. That's when we launched. We had our first track meet in the end of May. And initially, I was going to just do 1 month because it was like, it's called Run It Back, a pop-up track meet experience. Like pop up and then leave.
Yeah.
But after like the first track meet and after the first couple of track practices, people were like, okay, we're gonna keep this going, right? This is not the end. And I'm like, yes, it was gonna be the end. Because that's like, you know, it's a time commitment.
Yes.
Meeting every single week at the same time.
Yep.
Doing multiple track meets. As you can see, it's like a production. So like doing that, I wasn't initially signed up to do that. I didn't think I wanted to, but I'm so glad I did. So yeah, we started in May, and honestly, the first track meet is similar to this. Just like a great group of people. Like, I don't even know, we had maybe 50 people show up total, including like spectators, runners, cheerleaders. But we initially were at a high school on the south side, which I really enjoy, like being in the city of St. Louis. I used to live in the county when I like lived here, but like being in the city where like where I live, it just, I feel like it's more accessible to the community that I'm trying to reach. And so, yeah, it didn't work out being at that high school because the school year ended, so we didn't have access anymore. Yeah. But then I found this track, which, look at the view, like,
I know.
It's crazy. So it kind of like is better, in my opinion. So now we're doing our second one here.
Clearly people are excited.
Yeah.
Everyone I was talking to about this was like, wait, what is this? This sounds so cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Because it really does. It fills that gap of like, people who actually want to do sprints and do want to actually do a track meet. In middle school I did track. It was so much fun.
So fun. I agree. Because track isn't really a team sport. Like, it's pretty individualized unless you're like on a relay. But even though it's not, I felt so much like team camaraderie. Like maybe because we had so much downtime in between races, because like your race is a minute, seconds long. So like in the meantime, you're just like having fun with friends. Go!
Go, Keith! Go, Keith! Come on, Keith! Come on, Keith! Do it!
Okay, and how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 30, I'm old.
I'll be 40 in a week. Yeah, 30s were good. It's really cool to get out here, put an exclamation point at the end of my 30s and do something that I fell in love with 20-something years ago. I hadn't run anything, especially competitively or sprinting, for at least a decade. And moved to St. Louis a few years ago, found out about Run It Back earlier this year, and I was like, those are my kind of people. Let's give it a go. I'm a former athlete. I ran a lot. I ran in college, but it's been a long time. And people just trying to dust it off and have fun out here, that's my kind of crew.
And when do you guys meet weekly then?
Yeah, so we meet every Wednesday at 6 p.m. right here at School Medical Center.
Perfect.
Track. We initially were just doing sprint workouts, but then people started expressing interest in like the field events. So I have no experience in it, so I ask if anyone was interested in like coaching that.
Yeah.
So Jalen, he coaches or like, helps out with the throws when he's available, and then Javen helps out with, and Amber help out with the jump. So everybody kind of did that when they were in school too. So I'm like, perfect, because I want to be able to offer these things, but I have no experience in it. So working with them has been great. And then people are also interested in like long jump or high jump and like hurdles. So hopefully it'll grow to that where it's like literally a full-blown track meet. But right now we just have like a few field events and then most of the running events.
So who is Run It Back for? Who attends the practices and then who attends the track meets?
Yeah, so it's for everybody. It's for the community. So I didn't really have an age cutoff. I initially was going to be 18 plus. But it's for people who maybe ran track in, like I said, school, and want to get back to it, or people that never had the opportunity to run or just were interested in it, or for people that literally just want to move their body and be active outside. So it's for the community. It's for any and everybody, no matter your race, experience level, education level, like just pull up to connect with the community.
Yeah, it's awesome and it's family friendly.
Are you doing the fun run?
Do they have to sign up?
I like the different levels of footwear.
Yeah. My two, I have twins. They would have been out here in their Crocs, but I didn't know they were doing this. I would have had them come earlier.
And I know we talked a little bit about how race is in the St. Louis community and how that does affect the running community. With Run It Back, it definitely is a Black-owned, Black-driven community, which is amazing to see. What Black-owned vendors do you have here today?
So we have Whitwell, who is a massage and wellness company. They're actually offering massages, I think like sports-related massages to folks after they run. And then we have Gutted Fitness and The Table. So Gutted Fitness is another health wellness brand. They have a gym, I believe on the south side, that they rent out to people where they do their fitness classes in. And then The Table, who make healthy, nutritious, delicious meals. And we've partnered with other folks, Cheers as well, which they're not necessarily Black owned, but like a local drink company, beverage company. But yeah, that's who we have today, and they're great. Like they add to the experience, because like I didn't want to just be like any old track meet. Like I wanted to bring food, I wanted to bring like interactive wellness experiences, I wanted to bring a DJ. Like I really wanted it to be an experience, and something that you can like want to come back to, and not even if you're not running, you're still enjoying your time. So.
I mean, along those lines, like, I'll go to I'm not going to name the other running groups, but they are mostly people who are people not of color, people who are white. So it's amazing to see representation in a city that is 50% white, 50% Black in the running community.
No, that's real. I feel like that does happen. Like, when you're creating something, you're usually creating it and targeting it towards people that are in your inner circle first. That helps like build a community. So my circle is predominantly Black people. But we are not exclusively for Black running folks. Like we are open to everybody, and you'll see like we do have people of all races pulling up to the track meets and even the track practices. But it is definitely primarily for Black folks, which I feel like that's okay too, because like I'm about access for us. I'm about increasing our health outcomes. Like my full-time job is like in public health, and across the board, like our health outcomes are poor. So if I can do something to combat those health outcomes and those disparities, I'm gonna do it for my people, because I care about us and I care about my family and my friends. So while it is targeted for us, it's not exclusive to us.
And it is feeling so welcoming today. Like everyone just seems so excited to be here, which is so exciting to feel and see. And definitely people of all races and all ages. There's little kids running around.
I know. We do like a kids 50-meter fun run to start it off, which will get started soon. But it's a vibe. It's a great day.
This is for Barry for getting back on the track after an injury and pushing yourself at every single practice and meet. So come on over, Barry. Where you at?
Honestly, my favorite thing, the thing I look forward to every day is the community here. Like you come here and it's so supportive. Doesn't matter if you're at your best that day or if you are crawling and struggling, everybody's got your back. They're cheering for you. If something's wrong, they're helping you out. If you need to figure something out, they're going to help coach you up. It's just a really good group of people out here just having fun.
talking to Michael Cochran. I used to work with him.
Oh wow! I feel like he knows everybody.
Oh, he does.
Like
He does.
The track man in the city.
Also for Mike, come on over. Thank you so much for helping me coach.
I saw you all have been also taking the rest of the you went to Show Me Missouri, the Show Me Missouri track meets and took it by storm.
Yes.
So how is that getting out into the community to other races?
Oh my God, it is so fun. Like when I created Run It Back, again, it was like this, little silo idea where I'm just gonna do 1 month, one thing. But the ideas that just pour out of me are just constant. I'm like, ooh, we can do this, we can do this. Like I posted watch parties because this new thing called Athlos, which is an all-women's track meet. It happened in New York 2 days ago.
Okay.
Amazing. They have Gabby Thomas pull up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, incredible track stars, but all women. And that was amazing.
Yeah.
So I did a watch party for that. The new Sprint Netflix series came out, and I'm like, yes, let's do a watch party for that. Let's get the community together because I am so passionate about it.
Yeah.
I just want to experience it with other people. But yeah, the Show Me State Games was so fun. So again, found out about it because one of the runners was going, and I'm like, what is this? And he was like, it's a track meet. Essentially, what we do is non-professional. Anybody can sign up, and you'll be grouped with people in your age group. So it's not like you're competing against everybody, just people that you're more competitive with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's go. So we did a field trip and we went up to Columbia, Missouri, which is actually my alma mater. Went to Mizzou.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's awesome.
We did our thing and it was so fun. We literally won everything in our age group and it was a time.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we had fun.
Okay, Anastasia Harris, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
You're welcome.
Anastasia, she doing something special here for sure.
That's it for this episode of Happy Pace. Like this episode and channel if you found your happy pace while listening. Subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. You can find us on social media at happy_pace_podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Email us happypace@houseofmachka.com if you have any questions, comments, and ideas for guests. This is a House of Machka production. Our music is written, performed, and recorded by Grant Underhill, Mike Plasmeier, and Jake Laconte. Our graphic designer is Rachel Slingluff. Our marketing manager is Gretchen Brune. This episode was recorded and edited by Elaine Sims.
Hey, look, that ends the episode.